Well, we're part of the Microsoft Innovative Schools program, and we were asked to teach over 20 delegates how to make documentaries at the Adelaide Zoo.
They came from all over Australia. They included principals, teachers and leading educators.
At the beginning of every year I ask the students, what would you like to study and what activities would you like to do? And of course filmmaking came up, and I dabbled last year and decided to take the plunge and include some digital technologies into my curriculum. We had a go at making some films, and then we were asked would we like to put them onto the ZooTube competition, which was Conservation Art were running a competition. So we took our students to the zoo and we made some short films. And we were also a Microsoft Innovative Schools project school, and they had got wind of what we'd been doing, and we were then invited to come along to one of the forums that was held in Adelaide and take it on board and teach delegates the filmmaking process that we'd actually been through in the classroom.
We probably needed to know most stuff about it to be able to teach it, so we needed to know the structure of the documentaries and also how to import and edit the things in Movie Maker.
Well, we asked them what they already knew about it, and then we just built on that. So some said, oh, I know a little bit about it, I know how to put some photos on it. So I said, all right, that's a start. So we taught them how to fade in photos, how to fade out photos, and then how to put it all together.
The students themselves were terrified, and I wasn't even sure how to prepare them, and in the end we just went, our kids are pretty articulate, they're fairly confident, jump in, have a go. And when we got to the zoo, fortunately the delegates had the same approach, and we just said to them, you don't have to be fantastic to do this, you just have to be willing. And they actually came on board really well, and once they got the hang of not being in control, the students loved being in control, and the reverse roles occurred and they had a ball. It was really good.
At the start I think they sort of didn't think that we could do it, but by the end a lot of the teachers were very enthusiastic and were like really enjoying themselves.
Yeah. They were really impressed as well, because in the beginning they were all mucking around and laughing, and then we told them about it, and by the end they could do it by themselves, which was pretty good.
Yeah, almost by themselves. The kids really just asked the adults what they think would be a good movie topic.
What do they do with the food? Or does the panda actually just hold it in all day?
Well, we had some questions that we brainstormed for to give us ideas, and then with that we came up with the ideas that we wanted. So we might have modified them or came up with a completely different one.
So they had to actually nut out the process for themselves and really reflect on what they'd learnt and gained from the experience. Then they had to articulate that and break it down into process steps. And once they'd done that, they then found that they could actually speak to the delegates about it. And it just confirmed and reaffirmed their own learning. And then they could extend it quite naturally because they felt confident that they had the skills. I think also they felt that the skills they learned in the classroom weren't meaningless. They could actually put it in real-world context, and it extended them beyond the classroom, and it just gave them the power to stand up and show the world that they could pass on their learning and actually make something significant happen.